Real fast, guys, before the video begins, I'd like to say I am running a double flashback Cam Newton giveaway for Xbox One and PS4. Link down below in the description, little eye icon in the right hand corner, or at the end of this video, it will be an annotation on the video on how to enter. Thank you guys for watching. Now enjoy your video. Hey guys, I'm Gamer back here for another video. Guys, welcome to another prediction video. It's me, my predictions for tomorrow when it comes to Team of the Week. Now, let's start off with quarterback, and what I'm actually looking at is the weekly leaders for the NFL.com. Now, of course, this is the quarterbacks that did the best in that given week. Now, Tom Brady had a phenomenal game against the New Orleans Saints. He had 447 yards, 3 touchdowns, and you see he got sacked 2 times. No interceptions, no fumbles. Most likely, he will be the set completion leader, unless they're not going to do it because of the fact he already has a 91 overall, I believe, or 90 overall. So he should be the set leader unless, again, they do not give him it because he already has a really high overall. But most likely, I'm predicting the offensive one will be Tom Brady. Now, with that in mind, inside the set, we might see a Drew Brees because he also had a very good game against New England. 356 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers had 343 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception against Atlanta, and then Carson Wentz had 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception against KC. Now, rushing leaders, we had Carlos Hyde at 124 yards and 0 touchdowns. Jay Ajayi with 122 yards, 0 touchdowns, and as the page just glitched. And CJ Anderson with 118 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving wise, we did have JJ Nelson at 120 yards and 1 touchdown. Rob Gronkowski at 116 yards and 1 touchdown. Julio Jones 108 and 0 touchdowns, and Travis Kelce at 103 and 1 touchdown. Now, personally, I feel like for the offensive players, I think we will see CJ Anderson as one of the options. I think we'll see Drew Brees, CJ Anderson. Todd Gurley definitely had a decent day, but I kind of feel like they're trying to do it as multiple positions. So I would say maybe for Tom Brady as a set completion, Carlos Hyde as number 1, maybe number 2 could be. It can't be any of the big names, so I would go with Devontae Adams. Maybe he'll get a card, and then as they go down the list, so maybe they'll go down with like who did. Let's see. It has to be, again, maybe Chris Carson. Chris Carson might get a card because he doesn't already have a card. So those type of players where it's not the too high overall, but it's just like slowly goes down. And the no-name players will definitely get cards because they don't already have a card in the game. Or they do, it's really crappy. So with that in mind, let's go on to defense. Chris Jones had 3 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles. Very, very nice day. He could be the defensive leader. He definitely could be the defensive master. Geno Atkins had 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, 2 tackles, and 0 forced fumbles. So it looks like if it's going to be a defensive lineman, it looks like Chris Jones is definitely going to be the guy with 2 forced fumbles. But when it comes to, actually, they're not. Actually, I'm actually kind of surprised they're not showing. They're not showing any kind of other stats when it comes to, like, other than sacks on defense. I'm surprised they didn't show, like, interception totals and stuff like that. So with that in mind, let's see if we can actually take a look at that. Let's go with interceptions, and let's go with. Can we go to week 2? Let's see if we can get a week 2. Wow, okay, so we cannot go by weeks. We can only go by regular season. All right, so Brandon Carr did have an interception in this last week's game. Ladarius Webb also had an interception actually to end the game. So, yeah, the Ravens, as you guys know, the Ravens get 5 turnovers a game. They actually got 5 turnovers last week and then 5 turnovers the week before. But my assumption is Chris Jones will be the guy that gets the master this week just because he did have 2 forced fumbles, which was pretty amazing. Now, cornerback-wise and safety-wise, again, the NFL for some reason does not have that listed, as you can see. So I'm not sure what defensive players, again, I don't watch every single game in the NFL. I'm just predicting on, who had a really good game last week. Let's see touchdowns. Who has the most touchdowns right now? I'm pretty sure there was some pick six. Oh. Aqib Talib might be the master now. He had a 103-yard pick six on Dak Prescott. I believe it was like 4th and 5, and Dak threw it to the right-hand side of the field toward the end zone, and it got picked off, and he ran back for 6, which was a very, very good pick six. In all honesty, if you watch that playback, he broke a couple tackles to get back for 6. So definitely Aqib Talib could have a really, really good card. If he doesn't get master, he'll definitely get one of the 5 players in the set. Other than that, though, I can't really think of anyone else. Honestly, again, because I did not watch every single game. Tyrus Bowser had a nice interception, definitely. Robert McClain, I'm not sure if he already had an interception week 1. But still, again, just prediction-wise, I think it's going to be either Aqib Talib or Chris Jones as defense. Offensively, I would have to go with Tom Brady. If they gave LaShawn McCoy a card last week, probably Tom Brady this week. So that's my predictions, guys. Give me down below what you guys think. Again, sorry that I don't watch every single game in the NFL. I know the Tennessee Titans picked off Blake Bortles on tip passes like 12 times. And I try to watch every highlights of every single game. But obviously, I cannot watch every single game. Physically, I think it probably would be impossible. With that in mind, though, based on these stats and everything like that, Geno Atkins could get a card. But the thing that I've learned with EA is the main player, like the main set, like the main big name, is going to be the master completions for offense or defense. And then when it comes to the other guys who, aren't really that big of names, kind of lower names, those guys going to be inside the sets. I think EA does that because they don't want to give, like, you put Rob Gronkowski in a set to complete to get somebody else, he's going to go for already $600K because he's Rob Gronkowski. So you want to put the lower no-name players in the set for the big-name players so it doesn't cost as much. So with that in mind, once again, kind of surprised that NFL doesn't look at, the weekly leaders has nothing to do with secondary or linebackers. Kind of surprising. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like button, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.